We're going to roll with some Vikings here, starting with the running back, Alexander Mattison, in concussion protocol. I know this is usually pretty straightforward, but what do you have to tell us about Mattison?
Yeah, it's as simple as you pay attention to if he's cleared the protocol or not. Like we talked about before, most guys are not clearing it in 1 week this year, so I would not expect him to play this week, but it could happen. Just keep checking up on his updates.
RB27 on the year, 9.1 points per game. This is half PPR. Guy's inefficient. He's always going to be that way. Guy's worse than Avery's diaper rashes from this morning. It's just horrendous. It's bad. It's something you don't want to be involved in. Ty Chandler, told you last week, pick him up. Had no idea this thing would happen to Mattison, but Ty Chandler is not great. But hey, someone's got to tote the rock there. And Tom, they play never thought I'd say this, the red hot piping Broncos this week, who've won 3 straight. How about that? Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff going on around this world. I think one more win and they're at 500. They're either 4-5 or 4-6. But that should be a good game, especially if we see Justin Jefferson back. I see a lot of stuff that doesn't look like he's going to play, but to be honest with you, I trust you a lot and more than a lot of the crap I see out there. So what do you got on JJ? Shoulder injury day-to-day? I mean, what can you tell us?
Hamstring injury.
I put shoulder. Sorry, my apologies. Yes, hamstring.
Yeah, you got to learn how to read better.
Correct.
So he's gonna probably be a true game time decision. He's one that we will absolutely be monitoring and covering on Twitter and Instagram throughout the week. But here's how I'm reading it. He has stated, and the Vikings have stated, that he needs to be 100% before he returns. And the reports I saw today were that he's still ramping up and that he's still kind of testing things out. What that means is they're going to want him to have equal strength, equal range of motion to the opposite side, and 90 within like 95% at least.
Right.
Full sprint speed, which with the technology they have, they're able to track that, and they're able to track how fast he was running before injury. They're going to want to see him changing directions multiple times fluidly, with no hesitation, no pain, and that he can jump with his normal vertical. And there's various single leg tests that they're going to want to see. So with him still ramping up, that means that he has not shown all those things yet. Probably the sprint speed and the change of direction are the 2 things that they're still waiting on. And it's possible that he could achieve that by the end of this week and play Sunday, but it tells us that he's not there yet. So I would err on the side of prepare for him to not play and just be really excited if he does play. And obviously you're going to start him if he plays. But at this moment in time, I would not expect him to play. So start preparing otherwise, which you've probably already have that in place from him not playing the last several weeks.
Right. Okay. Now, on the other side of the field, if Justin Jefferson does play, is our guy Jordan Addison. When do you think next year he gets picked? Because right now, I mean, albeit with Justin Jefferson out, Addison is the wide receiver 12. He is a wide receiver 1, almost 13 points per game. Is this, I'll prepare my answer. You go first. Like when, fantasy draft right now, redraft for next year, half PPR, 12 team. When is he going?
He's shown that he is a bona fide, capable wide receiver 1 in this league. Of course, he won't be the wide receiver 1 as long as he's playing with Jefferson, but that almost bodes in his favor. I mean, think about Calvin Ridley when Julio was there. Both Diggs and Thielen were really, really productive for years. The list goes on. I think he's top 4 rounds, like 3rd or 4th round.
I picture him falling in where a guy like Chris Olave fell this year. I could see him going, man. I mean, of course, it depends how the rest of the year goes. I could see him going early 3rd round next year. He is that good. I mean, there's going to be so many sophomore wide receivers, like JSN is probably going to be in that mix. A lot of these guys, so many young players, but I'm excited for him for the rest of this year and next year. But again, we will monitor Justin Jefferson.